Hey there ladies and gents, Pops here. Welcome back to Elmcreek in FS25, where it has been snowing. I think I might be a tad underdressed, but you know, pretty hardy folk from Yorkshire, so let's go and see how the sawmill's doing. Doesn't actually look like it's done very much. Let's have a quick look-see. Planks long. 253. So, you know, started like we said before. The two trees we've put in there are going to last quite a long time. It's only used 5% of them. Next up we need to go and see how the fermenters are doing. See if there's a load to sell. There's one of those weird driverless, don't know what you call it, container carriers. Okay, let's get the silage loaded up and the first load sold. A bit more money in the bank. Turn the information back on, and as you can see we have 147,000. Get this down to the fermenters and we'll get it filled up. Okay, so at the two fermenters we've got nearly 174,000 litres. We'll take this to the animal dealer and get a little bit more money in the bank. Right, let's see how much it's going to give us. Say good morning to the piggies. Morning, piggies. You sulking, mate? Look at them. Happy as pigs in anyway. Nearly 40 grand. Okay. Let's get back home. Right, that'll do. Let's jump out. Okay. Over to the field. And let's see what we're going to do with this all this empty land. First up, maybe get changed. Okay, so this is a little bit more sensible for the weather. You liking the outfit? Okay, let's crack on. So, unlike the sawmill, we're going to work on the basis of go big or go home. This thing can take up to 500 sheep. And we basically just want to plonk it yeah, we'll customize it. Why not? Oh. No, calm down. Okay, so we've got a bit of a... do we want to plant meadow? Yes. So we've got a bit of a funny kink in the fence there, but we can live with that. Right, let's have a look at it. So we have our little fenced off area, which we've created. And we have a water point. We're going to need to level this ground out a bit. This presumably is where our product spawns, and then this is where we manage our animals. So yeah, we maybe should have thought about the ground beforehand, but I will sort that out. Just taking a wander inside. Obviously it is empty at the moment. Need to buy some sheep, although we do not have much money left now. We might be going begging to the bank again. Jump over there. Here is our bale point. Our food point. Let's get this opened up. And I don't know why we put the trailer away, because now we need to get some grass out of the fermenters. Get it in that sheep barn. So I think it said 100,000 litres it would take, so we'll try and take 50 out of each. And that way the fermenters keep working at a even pace. See how close to 50,000 we can get. Oh. Not very, it turns out. Okay, let's get the other one done. Let's try again, see if we can do it better. So the closer to 100,000 we are, the more points we get, and points make prizes. 80, 2, 4, 6. Oh, 99,935 litres. Not bad, if I say so myself. We are definitely going to need to sort the landscaping out. Okay, now the next question is this going to tilt? Right, hopefully we've reset it to tip sideways. See what happens. Well, took it all. Let's see how that adds up as a total. Yeah, 100,000 was the maximum it would take. So we're good there. We need to put some water in. So the sheep barn holds 50,000 litres of water. We have 20,000 here. So just a couple of these will do. Get this in. I'll do another couple of runs and we'll get it filled up. So now we're back at the cow shed with our second load of water, another 20,000 litres. However, there is no longer any water trigger. And if I go into the cow shed, water is no longer showing as a required element. So randomly, in between delivering 20,000 litres worth of water and picking up 20,000 more litres worth of water, water is no longer required. Strange. However, I do need to come clean slightly in that when I delivered a few seconds ago that first set of water, in the real world that was about 2 weeks ago, for reasons that aren't worthy of going into or don't need explaining or whatever. I've not recorded for the last 2 weeks, hence the delay in this episode going out, but also hence the fact that there's been an update, and part of the update to the mod that this shed belongs to was to remove the water trigger and the water requirement from this shed. So other than ignore it and play on, I really don't know what to do. I'm just going to take the tractor and the tanker back up to the farm, and then we'll come back down and we'll talk animals. Okay, let's go find the trigger point. As you can see, despite the mod update, all the food still exists. So we currently have 0 out of 281 animals. Let's see what we can do, bearing in mind we only have 16,667 pounds. Okay, so my thoughts are to have goats and sheep. Do we want goats? No, we don't want goats because that's going to involve milk. Let's just stick to sheep for the moment. I am going to get 10 maturies and we'll get some babies to follow them up, and then hopefully the natural process in life will mean that this shed will slowly fill up without us having to buy too many initially. So let's buy 10 lambs. 10 8-month-olds. And we'll see how that goes as a starting point. And there we go. Let's go take a proper look. Hello there. Hello there, ladies and babies. Got a few inside, I've got a few outside. It's a bit cold out here for the little ones. See, I don't know much about sheep farming, but it doesn't really make sense to me that we've got these little lambs out in the snow in December, but, you know, hey-ho. Right. That is the next bit of our world up and running. Let's think about what's next. Just to summarise, we've got our 2 fermenting silos. So this is where the grass is going from our grass fields and is producing silage, and we will be selling silage, and that is pretty much our income at the moment. A portion of the grass that comes off those fields now no longer will go into there, but will go to keeping the sheep happy. So that applies to those 2. We have this little thing in the background, which is doing, which one was it doing? Lettuce. So that's got plenty of water. We can ignore that for the moment. Sawmill is full of wood and will merrily keep producing planks at a very slow rate. Again, something else we might need to come back and look at. I've already decided we probably need a bigger sawmill. That's 2 trees or 1.5 trees. Filled that up. And it's going to take forever. But it's just working in the background now. It's not doing any harm. It's not costing us anything. So we've got a little while left in this month. So I think we're just going to have a look in here. Cultivating. Yeah, we could probably do a few of those contracts. Deadwood. Oh, not interested. Feeding station placing. Right. I have never seen that before in my life. Interesting. Ploughing. See, as much as I hate ploughing, it seems to go horribly wrong, but there's a lot of money to be made there. Rock removal, that would be fairly easy to complete. And wood transport we don't like. So, first up, we are going to borrow the items for this cultivating contract. And then we are going to take that one. And we are going to take that one. we will get these done and we will see where we go from there. 27, which is just behind the shop. So that is a good place to start. Okay, we've got some kit we've borrowed here. Let's just start her up. Just take this to 27, which is immediately behind the shop here. Ooh, bit of a glitch in the matrix there. Right, I'll get this one started. Okay, so next up is field 24. And then we've got 6 to do. And I've had a bit of a rethink on the whole idea of the ploughing contracts. But we'll come back to that in the next episode. For now, I'm going to call that a day, so thank you very much for sticking with me. My apologies for the delay in getting this episode out. Hopefully we'll get a bit back on track. By the time we come back, I'll have finished these contracts and we'll be on to doing some ploughing, I think. So be good, stay safe, and I will see you all again very soon.